Mr. Marcelo Ferreira. You are the founder of Automa. The first question for you is, Automa just entered in the European market this year. Which are, on your opinion, the key project you have already concluded in the past few months in Europe?
Okay, first, Paulo, thank you for the conversation, Rinnovabili for this invitation. Well, Automa started actually last year, our operational base in Porto, where we have our engineering team that is capable of delivering our projects all over Europe. So the first project, we have several projects being delivered and already delivered in France, Poland, and now in Italy as well. We executed this project and begin something in Germany.
Okay.
And most of them are utility scale power plants, ranging from 3, 5, and up to 100 megawatts of installed capacity.
Right.
So we're very happy to have this initial operation in Europe. We are very well funded and structured a very capable team to deliver of these projects in Europe.
Well, your company, Automa, is one of the leader of the markets in your sector, in the Brazilian markets. Yep. That is the country where you are born, where your company is born. So would you say that your experience is fundamental to fulfill the new rules about the energetic transition in our country, even in Europe, I mean?
Good question, Paulo. Well, Automa started in Brazil 20 years ago, in 2006. And Brazil, it has a very green energy matrix. So 90% of our energy comes from renewable sources, starting from hydro, and then solar and wind. And today we have about 40 gigawatt of installed capacity in our country, which is about 1/4 of the whole installed capacity and more than 50% of the installed capacity in solar and wind. And the scenario we have in Brazil, typically, they are very large scale PV plants. We have several power plants in our portfolio that's ranging from 1 gigawatt to 1.5 gigawatt of installed capacity with a string inverter, which means thousands of inverters, thousands of trackers. So in this context, we had to develop a very robust and scalable solution to deal with this amount of data. So all of this development we've made in Brazil is very well adapted to the European market. Typically, we have smaller plants over here, and our scalable and robust solution can fit very well to this market.
Very good. And on your opinion, now you're entering in the European market and the Italian market too. Which are the points of strength of our country or Italian markets that you feel you could add value? Your company could add value?
Okay, good question. We are very excited about the Italian market. We see the market in this exhibition. We can see how intense are the business in the photovoltaic and renewables in Italy. So it's one of the key markets we are looking in Europe. And we see there are many utility scale power plants projects going on over Italy. This is the kind of project that we navigate very well. Our robustness of our solutions and the scalability, I think will fit very well the Italian market, and we can cooperate with many of the plants. And also the equipments, the inverters, trackers, they're all the same that we face in Brazil. And most of the companies that we have as a clients in Brazil, they are actually European companies. They are global European companies. Some of you know very well here in Italy. They also are one of the biggest players we have in Brazil, and they're our traditional client already. So we are not arriving in Europe being an unknown company for most of the big players. They also know us in Brazil and have several years of partnership with us.
Last question. This is your first day, the first day of Key, the exhibition here in Rimini. What do you think about this exhibition?
I mean, very impressive. As I mentioned, I really didn't expect it. So many people. The whole area of exhibition is full of companies. There are no empty slot over here. We got one of the last slots for the exhibition in our booth, and it's a it's an honor for us to be here. I think it's one of the first Brazilian companies exhibiting in this show. So we're very proud of that, and it's an honor to be here.
So thank you, Mr. Marcelo Ferreira. Thank you to be here.
Thanks so much, Paulo.